Yes, and welcome. Of course, this is the fun zone on the touch, and that's how we cascade towards the end of the show, but a great way to finish it. We are here to talk about what are the main items making headlines across the borders, and that's, of course, English Premier League dominating the talk this evening, and also Community Shield coming up on Sundays, like a precursor to the new season, and also the signings that the teams have made, and Peter Reri and Barry Silla join me on this particular one. Asanteni sana, Barry. I know you've been here before, but it's beautiful to see how teams have been angling themselves, building their squads towards the new season, which begins next weekend. Yeah. But EPL fixtures, of course, were released much earlier this year, just after the season ended. But finally, it's going to make sense when it begins next Saturday. Yes. What are the permutations that you have ahead of the new seasons?
I think for the very first time, Arsenal, you know, with the signings they've made, we expect them now to go all the way. Of course, you look at Manchester United at the moment, they've also prepared themselves well with the coming of Benjamin Sesko. At the moment, they're monitoring a situation of Nico Barella from Inter Milan. So I expect a lot of issues to happen come next season. Chelsea also, they've made great signings, Manchester City, Liverpool.
Sure,
so I think the league will be so competitive, come next season. And I hope the well-deserved side to win the league.
The best side, looking at Manchester, how they've been able to build up their squads, really more urgency, number of high-profile signings.
Like Areri has said, we're all looking forward to a great season. Speaking of Manchester, things are happening a bit late, but it's better late than never. The signings are coming after Sesko, Baleba from Brighton, and then we are monitoring a situation of the goalkeeping situation. Yes, I think this season it's going to be different. Man City has been operating under the radar, but they have also made good signings. Obviously, we will from the friendlies we've seen the likes of Chelsea Football Club as well. So it's going to be interesting. Arsenal. Yes, they have made important signings, but I think we want to monitor these new signings, especially the strikers, from the first initial games. Remember, Manchester is opening against Arsenal, it's going to be interesting to see head-to-head, these strikers go head-to-head. So for us, since Sesko maybe might not start the match, but I'm looking at Cunha and Mbeumo to see just how far impactful we can be against Arsenal, who have also made very important signings. So I'm looking forward to the season, but of course tomorrow the Community Shield, which is a precursor, like you said, City against Palace, who are the FA Cup winners.
Looking at the fixtures, key highlights of this, the opening weekend, we have a Friday night match, right? And that's defending champions Liverpool against Bournemouth. What are the, the prospects of Liverpool, especially this season? They're still chasing Isaac. They have Ekitike. And a number of signings here already.
You look at Liverpool at the moment with the signings they've made, going front, that is their front players, they are all good, they are doing well. The likes of Ekitike, we got to see what he has on the couple of friendlies that Liverpool has played. And then defensively, you look at Liverpool, and you feel they still need to make some signings at the back, because when Van Dijk or maybe Konate gets injuries, who will come in and step for them? So at the moment, I think Liverpool, they'll start the league at a very high note, because they'll be playing against Bournemouth at home, and the first game of the season. I hope they begin well and win.
Do you think Salah will still hit the numbers that he's been hitting over the seasons?
Yeah, Salah is so experienced. I think this season he only has some few years donning the Liverpool jersey.
Haven't signed a 2-year contract.
So I think he has to finish it at a very high note, and I hope he scores 20-25 goals.
Will it be hard? How easy or difficult will it be for them to defend the league title?
Of course, it's going to be very difficult. Everybody's looking to overthrow them. The likes of Man City, the likes of course, Chelsea and Arsenal. So it's going to be interesting. I think this season is basically consistency and keeping your key players fit. Against Bournemouth, it's important for Liverpool to start on a high. Bournemouth is suffering because I understand Wissa is in Brentford.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he wants out.
He wants out. But against Bournemouth, I don't think it's particularly going to be a challenge, especially going by the pre-season of Liverpool. They might have lost Darwin Núñez. They might have lost the Colombian striker Luis Diaz to Bayern and Diogo Jota Lelet. But I still believe there is a good cover. The likes of Salah, of course, the likes of Etiquette. So I think Liverpool is going to have a good season, but the only challenge is the back.
Yes. What do you make of the newly promoted side? So we've seen quite like last season, all of them went down. As fast as they came. What this season, Leeds making a comeback, Sunderland after quite a decade out.
I think the newly promoted sides this season, they've done something the other teams were not doing in the past. They are signing experienced players. You look at Sunderland, they went ahead and signed Granit Xhaka from Bayer Leverkusen. And they've signed some experienced players in the EPL. And you look at Leeds, the same also. They are doing the same thing, signing experienced players. So this time round, I had already predicted Everton will have to go down and they'll have to make a space for either Sunderland or Leeds. Because ukiangalia kwa soko what they are doing, amazing. Yes.
But you know, of course, Liverpool, Everton just surviving when it matters most, and I think the head coach Moyes will do his work. You know, which is steadying the team and ensuring that it stays up. Key fixtures for the opening day. I mean, looking at Arsenal and again as the Manchester United on Sunday, that's 17th. Quite a cracker. What do you expect?
It's a cracker. Nobody I mean, before the calendar came out, nobody expected such a big game to start.
On the opening day.
What I don't know is how the first games are usually in Navi. I don't know if all players are sharp and ready to go.
And that's why they're on tour, playing friendlies.
Yes. So in a big game like this, I think both teams want to go all out. So for now, I don't really think I have a prediction because it's game day one. But it's going to be a good match.
Just a moment before you continue. You look at Manchester United. They followed Victor Gyökeres. They wanted to sign the player, but the player insisted he wanted to play for Arsenal. Arsenal went and they wanted to sign Benjamin Sesko, but Bayer Leverkusen insisted they wanted £100 million. Haikuwezekana. So at the moment, the two players, mmoja akaenda Manchester United, mwingine akaenda Arsenal. So I'm gearing up to see how it will be between Benjamin Sesko and Victor Gyökeres.
But do you think they'll get their Premier League careers off the blocks quickly?
I think everybody
We've seen a number of players who've come and struggled. Drogba took like 2 seasons.
Yes.
You know?
But expectations are so high for these players.
They've never been low.
They are very high. When you look at Victor Gyökeres, for example, he came in.
How has he performed in the few matches that the friendly?
He has only played 2 games, and at the moment, I think he's settling in, and he should be given some time. So you look at when he came into Arsenal. Kila mtu alinunua jazi ya Victor Gyökeres. The same case will happen with Benjamin Sesko. So I think we should not rush in maybe kuwapea ile pressure,
wanting to see the results from them.
But I expect them to not to flop. And Manchester United tunaijua inakuanga
and Mbumo and of course the players that Manchester has signed. How will they fit into head coach says?
Like we said, Amorim, that wasn't his team. Now he's building his team. I believe he's still looking for a goalkeeper to back up Onana or be on top of Onana. But based on what I'm seeing, Cunha and Mbeumo will definitely fit his style of play. They just need an attacker. Now we've brought in Sesko to do the work. What we expect is these guys to hit the road running. They can't be excuses, they can't be lagging, because I believe this season nobody wants to start slow, and no team is going to be easy. So you send your best. That's why the likes of Chelsea are bringing all manner of players, attackers. So there'll be many goals scored. I think there'll be a fight for the golden boot. But this game is a cracker to everybody should be
Manchester
looking
City,
for.
how well do you expect them to do? We did see their signings at the Club World Cup, Cherki, you know,
Mamouche.
and Rodri,
Yeah.
Rodri being back,
Yeah.
you know, crazy.
Yeah.
There's a game that they beat Juventus, and I think it was a statement win.
Yes, it will be a good Man City. Like I've said, they've been operating under the radar, especially with the issues of coach saying maybe another 2 seasons he should be out. But they have a good team. I just heard earlier that Rodri has sustained another injury just after his, and he could be back as late September. So he's never. I don't think when you're from such an injury, an ACL, a ligament issue, you recover so quick. So, but I understand also Grealish probably might be leaving. Tottenham are monitoring his situation, especially after Maddison got injured. So yeah, Man City I think is also going to be just they are aiming for the title as well. Yeah.
Aiming for the title. So too early to make your predictions. Maybe after 2 weeks we could make the predictions,
Yeah, it's
right?
a bit too
And then
early
we'll
for now, yeah.
stick them here. So that's every day.
Yeah.
we
Remember,
keep reminding-
as far as Kenya Premier League was concerned, I did say Kenya Police was going to win it, and they
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I think I'm one of the greatest bookmakers.
Yeah.
But anyway, tomorrow, that's how, as far as EPL is concerned, maybe just a rush to some of their key matches of the weekend on Sunday. Arsenal playing Manchester United, and Man United will be at home, and Amorim is just out for perfect start to this particular season, and Arsenal, of course, want to do better than they've done the last 3 or so seasons where they've finished runner-up. And, of course, some of the matches, just quickly, Nottingham Forest will be up against Brentford. That's on Sunday. Chelsea will be playing Crystal Palace. Also, Chelsea, really one of the teams that wamekuja kama masters.
Yeah, true.
Nice one. Alafu, Wolves against Man City. Wolves with no Cunha, I think it will be rougher for them.
Yes.
And then Tottenham against Burnley. Tottenham really under new coach, new team. It's like they're in transition.
And their captain left Son for the US.
Yes.
And their key player Maddison injured. So it's like you have to rebuild
Look
again.
at the signings they've made, they'll be competitive.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Kudus, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Mohamed Kudus. Wamenunua wachezaji wazuri.
Sunderland against West Ham, they take a bow after return, 11 years out against West Ham. That's on Saturday. Other matches on Saturday, Brighton against Fulham. That's at 5 p.m. And Brighton, really one of the greatest sides, but they've been again raided, right? Lost numbers of players again. Yeah? No way. I think they're... actually, they're one of the teams that are premiering AI in terms of recruiting players. Right? No. Brighton, yes. Yeah. So one of the clubs that are really know what they're doing when they're going to sign players. Yeah. I know every club knows what they're doing, but Brighton, I think, a shoulder just above the rest. Aston Villa against Newcastle. Newcastle again, don't know if they should release Isaac or not. I think they should just let him go.
It's a difficult
Yeah, Liverpool against Bournemouth. That's on Friday. That's Usiku kickoff. Okay. Oh, we got more time. Freddie, thank you for the time. Yeah, so let's talk about what else haven't we talked about the Premier League? Aston Villa really, quite disappointing towards the end of the season, right?
Yeah,
but great campaign in the Champions League. Yeah.
At the moment, you look at Aston Villa with the recruitment. Maybe they've made coach Unai Emery wants to make a statement.
Has he been there for some time now? I think he's not getting the result that he deserves.
But I think in EPL, if you don't win a trophy, you'll be judged as a failure. You'll be judged as a failure. So you have to win a trophy. The same way, this guy for Newcastle United, Eddie Howe, for the very first time he gave Newcastle a trophy.
Yeah, after 73 years.
73 years.
Yes,
that
and
will
it's a Carabao, very small cup.
That will go down to history. So if Unai Emery also wants to be part of the history of Aston Villa, he has to win something. And let him go for trophies this season. Yes,
indeed. We saw how they crumbled towards the end of last season, but it's been beautiful. But who might spring surprise?
Surprise package.
Yes.
I still think the likes of Brighton might be the teams that just surprise us. Even Villa, even though Villa has not exactly lost key players. Maybe Durant, who left earlier for Saudi. But I think Newcastle and Villa, especially if Newcastle holds on to Isak. Yes.
Arsenal, it's the title, nothing less.
Yeah. I guess Mikel Arteta will be judged this season. If he doesn't win anything, then the hashtags that we used to see on X will be coming again. Arteta out. Hashtag Arteta out. Will be coming out again if he doesn't win a trophy. And I hope he wins something. He wins something because you look at what he has done with the team, that is Arsenal. And the only thing that is missing is a trophy.
It's a trophy,
yes,
which they badly want, and they went for their man. Now, finally, they have a number 9. Do you think that Arteta made that out of pressure because he was comfortable with the wingers?
No, I think
how will he have to? What kind of situation are we going to see? How he's going to have a number 9, a centre forward?
I think he'll have to rotate his players, and for the very first time since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Arsenal will be having a proper number 9. When you check on the statistics of last season, they missed a lot of chances because they were not having that number 9. Yes, so Gyökeres coming in, it means this guy Kai Havertz gets a lot of time, maybe coming from the midfield, a false number 9, and his players won't be exhausted. They'll be rotated. There'll be time, and I think there will be no issues with injuries. Because exhaustion inaletanga injuries kwa team.
Sure. And that's how, as far as EPL is concerned. Now, Community Shield tomorrow, FA Cup winners against the title EPL winners. There
is a stat that normally say if you win the Community Shield, the coming season you don't win EPL.
It's been really tough for Arsenal, right?
I hope Liverpool wins this Community Shield.
Yeah, but it should be interesting against Palace. Palace has traditionally been stubborn, even against these big guys.
They had an amazing last season. Have they lost a number of their key players? Maybe Eze still there, right?
Eze is still there. So apart from Olise who went, I think the core of the team is there.
Gehi, and the rest.
Yeah, but like I said, usually it's hard to judge game 1. So I don't know if some people are still rusty, but the pre-seasons have done some.
But the coach looks like he could be a potential for the top 4 Premier League sides, right? For a move. The Crystal Palace head coach, who's been so key to their campaign.
I mean,
the youngster,
he has to prove beyond. I like to see them knock at top 6. Palace is traditionally a very good side. They play eye-catching football. But tomorrow, I'll still tip my odds towards Liverpool, even though it's still just a season starter. Yes.
That's as far as Community Shield is happening. So that's tomorrow on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and it will be Liverpool against Crystal Palace taking on each other as a curtain raiser for the 2025-2026 season, which begins on Friday night. That's Liverpool against Bournemouth at 10 p.m. East Africa time. And also looking at exhausted maybe signings, but we can just get back to how Isaac, what's the situation? Is going to leave?
I think when a player comes in and hands maybe a transfer request, he should be allowed to leave, because if you bring him back to the team, then it means maybe he won't be playing with his best, because psychologically the player has switched off that he doesn't want to play for that team. And I think Isaac should just leave and go maybe to Liverpool or go to Barcelona or Real Madrid or PSG, because chapter yake kwa Newcastle United, I think mimi naona ni kama imeisha. Yeah.
Is he worth the goals that we've seen?
What the amount?
Yeah, the goals that we've seen.
Isaac for me is a top player. Very little up front, a proper number 9. He had a fantastic season. I still believe if they talk it out, and because the situation with especially FFP, Liverpool already has a ticket there. It means they have to sell like 2 or 3 players to buy this guy. Is that going to be possible? I don't know. And is it guaranteed that if he goes to Liverpool, he'll play? He will take away the number of etiquette? Still yet to be noticed. But it is even said that other leagues in Europe are monitoring, but there are teams in Saudi also looking at him. So it's upon him and his agents to decide where best he fits. Yes, indeed.
So maybe a number of reactions there concerning the predictions of what we have big one happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, Chan, right?
Chan,
maybe just take opportunity to ask you guys what you're feeling of the Chan. I know you talked about this on Sports.
I think Harambee Stars should go there with aims of having a point. Ka itakuwa mbaya ikuwe draw. Na tusikubali na tusikubali kupigwa because game yetu ya mwisho itakuwa against Zambia and if we manage to kuandikisha alama moja, that is tomorrow, we must win against Zambia if we want to advance to the knockout stages. So
the quarterfinals.
My prediction 1-1.
1-1.
Yes.
For Kenya against
Morocco. As well, I agree. 1-1. We just better not lose. But importantly, in this game, we have to be disciplined. We are playing against a very good side, tactical side. We have to know what to do on and off the ball.
Yes, and I don't know about you, but let me just read about some of the comments here about tomorrow's prediction. What do you think of Kenya against Morocco tomorrow? Who do you think will get the victory? Or what's your prediction of the result tomorrow? Number of comments here. This is Ozilika Carino Boyokon. Anasema Morocco 2, Kenya 0, or Morocco 3, Kenya 1. Quite a pessimistic Kenyan there. But Brighton Madawa 1-1, Morocco 3-1. Great finest. Vincent Ogutu says, okay. Kolo and says Morocco 2, Kenya 0. People not giving Kenya a chance here. Main switch. Anasema hapo Morocco. Okay. Watashinda. Alex Ojami, Moya is tuned. Okay, big up yourself. Alafu kuna nani mwingine hapa? Koman Mubarak. Anasema Morocco Kenya. Morocco 0, Kenya 1. Right? Kenya 1. And he predicts how it will be scored through a penalty. Then Koreka Real says 2-0. In favor of who? I don't know. Indicated. But Abu Jesh says 0-0. Right? Yeah. So, but look at the fighting spirit that Kenya demonstrated against Angola when they were 10 men, man. Just it gives a guide of the capability of this squad, right?
It means there is that mentality.
The winning mentality.
Yes, the winning mentality in that team. And that is what Ben McCarthy has brought to this team. Because he was a player himself, he played in Europe, he also managed some teams in South Africa. Yeah, he understands how African football is played. And I think those silly mistakes that we saw against Angola, he should advise his players not to do them again against Morocco, because if you do them, you'll be punished.
Yeah, for real. So all the best, but I've enjoyed what I've seen for Team Kenya also. Maybe last, when the games began, I had the opportunity to be at the opening match at Benjamin Mkapa, and I saw the energy from the East Africans. It was mad, huge, big people behind their teams. I like also what I saw yesterday in Kampala, Uganda rising up to the occasion, deeming themselves, and the 12th man did not disappoint. So I think he's telling me the cup might be in East Africa, might remain in East Africa.
I think the 12th man is the story.
Yeah, and also favorable conditions, officiating, beat everything. So we hope that we all out there tomorrow for Kenya to put up a spirited show and, keep our pride intact, because so fights unscathed.
Exactly.
So against Morocco, that's tomorrow. But today, of course, the chant continues on KBC Channel 1. Tanzania against Madagascar. If they get just a point from their third match, they'll be through to the quarterfinals. Then Central African Republic against Mauritania also today. That's at 5 p.m. Then TZ against Madagascar at 8 p.m., right? Yeah. You believe that TZ will be through, right, today?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, set your tone, because hata sisi kesho.
Pia sisi tufuate, sio?
Yeah.
Great one. Thank you so much, Barry and Areri. Thank you for watching the Touchline. Let's do this again next Saturday. Up until then, take good care of yourselves, and let's do this again when it will be possible. Good Saturday, guys.